Okay. So I will record. Okay. Sir, can you record the session? Yeah, I will record. No problem. Okay. So in the central portion of the screen, you can see blocks. You can see there are so many blocks. So you are defining some variables, then you are adding some objects, then Boolean operations, then moving. See, you can see there are different blocks. You can see there are different blocks in the screen. This type of in the right side you can see a chair. Okay, in the right side you can see a chair. So I am actually creating that chair with the help of this blocks. Okay, so code blocks is actually the creation of 3D design using visual programming. So once again, code blocks in Tinkercad allows the creation of 3D designs using visual programming. So in code blocks, this includes the creation and the use of variables. So here you can see in the central portion of the screen, you can see set width to 55. So width is actually a variable. Then you can see set height to 45. That means height is actually another variable. Then depth is another variable. Then leg size of the leg. Okay, so that here the leg size is actually, you can see it is 6. Okay, so these all are variables. So code blocks includes the creation and use of the variables. Then you are using these variables. For example, if I will show you, say now the width is actually 55. I will change this width to say 100. Then I will click the play button. In the right top you can see a speed. You can see speed, then play button, step, export, share, etc. When I click the play button, you can see the width of the chair is increased to 100. Then if you want to change the height of your chair, say I will change this into 120. Then I will click the play button. You can see the height of your chair is changed into 120. Say I will change this height into say 75 and then click the play button. Yeah, okay. So we can, so what happens in code blocks is that the values of the variable, so these all are variables: width, height, depth, leg size. So these all are variables. The values of the variables can be changed to easily create designs of different sizes. So once again, the values of the variables can be changed to easily create designs of different sizes. So I hope you get an idea about what is code blocks. Then code blocks, once again, code blocks is actually a new option in Tinkercad. In code blocks, the it allows the creation of 3D design. You can see the 3D design of the chair right side in the screen. The creation of 3D design using visual programming. Okay, so you know what is visual programming. Visual programming is also known as block based programming. So you can see these are blocks. Block by this type of block based programming is called a visual programming. So this type of language allows users to create programs by manipulating elements graphically rather than writing them in text format. So here you are not writing any particular text format. So here you are manipulating elements graphically rather than writing them in text format. So that is the overall idea about the code blocks in Tinkercad. So I will show you some examples and some of different options available in Tinkercad. So first of all, you have to go to the Tinkercad. Then can you see the screen? Can you see my screen, Tinkercad screen? Any problem? Okay. So here in the left side, you can see. So in the left side, you can see the first option is the 3D design. Then the second option is the circuits, and the third one is the code blocks. Okay. So click this code blocks. That is the first step. Click this code blocks. Then you can see create new code block icon. So click this create new code block icon. Okay. Then a new window actually opened, that is the designs window. So in that window, you can see quick start guide or new design. If you want to create a new design, you can click this new design. Okay. Then you can see your code blocks. So your code blocks means whatever objects, whatever designs you created in the code blocks. So you can see that all designs in this area, this particular area, your code blocks area. If you want to delete this code blocks you designed, just click the settings button and then delete it. So you can just click on the settings button and delete it. So you can delete this one. Then the next, that is the your code blocks area. So your code blocks means whatever designs you have created, that will be in the your code blocks area. Then next one is the activities area. If you want to study the different steps involved, okay, how to add blocks, how to edit, how to enter variables, okay, how to add variables, okay. So go to the activities tab. Then you can see there is actually a step by step tutorials will be available. When you complete one step, then you can see next step. Click the next step. You can do another activity. Then after completing that activity, you can click the next button. Then in that way you can study this code blocks without any others help. So that is in the activities tab. So you can see introduction to shapes, then moving shapes, and rotating shapes. So you can see in the activities area. Okay. Then the next one is the starter designs. Okay. So starter designs are this like as I explained yesterday, in circuits also there are starters. So starter means there are designs actually designed in the Tinkercad and saved in the Tinkercad. This is for completely for studying purpose. Okay. So here the starter designs consist of see, you can see 10 designs. Table to snowflake, table, rocket to Mars, brick, basket, Peter Penguin, tea light holder, bracket, fidget spinner, clock, snowflake. Okay, so I will open the first one, starter design. I will click this. I will click once. Okay, so I will click once. You can see when I click this, yeah, when I click this, you can see in the left side there are so many options. Okay, you can see shapes, then modify, then control, then math, data, and markup. Okay. So when you click shapes, you can see there are different shapes. If you want to add a box into the program, you just click this box and drag it into the work area in the central portion of the screen. Then if you want to add a cylinder into your program, you just click this option, this tab, and drag it into the central portion. Okay. Likewise, if you want to add a sphere, just click and drag it. So in that way, you can add different shapes into your program. Okay, like sphere, roof, cone, round roof, text, wedge, pyramid, half sphere, polygon, paraboloid, torus, cube, heart, star, star. Okay, so that will be in the shape series. If you want to add a cone, so if you want to add a cone, you just click this and drag it into the work area. So that is the shapes. Then if you want to uh, modify it, you just click the modify button. Okay, if you want to add copy of the object, or selecting all object, delete object, move, rotate, scale, copy, set color, etc. Okay, so that all will be in the modify area. Then if you want to control it, then say if you want to repeat this say n times, so you can add this one like a loop in our C++. Then next is math. Okay, okay, then next is the data. Okay, so data means this data consists of the what are the variables you are actually added into this code blocks. So here you can see the different variables you added here are depth, height, leg size, and width. Okay, so the here in this program you are using four different variables, that is depth, height, leg size, and width. Okay, so that is in the left side. I hope this is clear. Left side of the screen. Then next is the central portion. You can see this is the code blocks. Okay, this consists of the, you can see the variables, the width, height, depth, leg size. Then you are adding the objects, then you are adding the objects and convert it into a whole, then you are grouping it. Okay, so here this is called a grouping. Then finally you are moving the table above the ground plane. Okay, so once again, here in the first step, you can define some variables. That is, you are setting width as 55, height as 45, depth as 55, and leg size as 6. Then you are adding a box, and it is actually a solid. So here you can see there are two options. One is solid, and another second one is hole. So here the selection will be solid. You can see a circular, or you can see a circle near the solid object. This red color, you can see a circle. That means this object is actually a solid. If a circle is if a circle is in this hole, that means this object is actually a hole. So here in this line you can see you are adding two objects. Add two objects. So here the selection will be two holes. Okay, so here you can see two holes. Then finally you are grouping it. So here what happens is you are actually first you are actually creating a box, say of length, say the dimensions are 55, 45, and 55. Then you are adding two rectangles. Okay, then you are removing these two rectangular portions from the initial rectangle, such that you will get a chair like structure. So that is the overall idea behind this. So when I click this play button, you can see in the top right side, you can see there are two options. That is, you can control the speed, and you can play. Okay, so I will increase the speed to maximum, and then I will play this. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so once again I will show you slowly. Okay, so here once again I will show you. So here this is the first step. So first you have to you are actually uh, define some variables. So here you are defining the width, height, depth, and the leg size. Okay, so this is the initial block. Then you are creating two rectangular blocks. Okay, and you are actually grouping it. So I will show you slowly. Okay. So here now you can see the chair. Okay. So this is the overall idea behind the code blocks. Okay. Then I will show you another example. Say if I will change the variable, the width as say 120, and then click the play button. Then you can see the width of the table is increased into 120 mm. Then say the height as say 80 mm. I will change the height as 80. Then I will click the play button. You can see the height of your table changes into 80. Then next is the depth. Say depth is I will enter the depth value as say 100. Okay, so you can see this table. Then here the leg size is actually 6. If you want to change the leg size, say this is an example. Okay, if I want to change the leg size as say 3, then I will click the play button. You can see the leg size of your chair actually, or table actually changes. Okay, so in this way you can set different variables, then you can add objects, and then you can conduct boolean operations, etc. Okay, in this way, with the help of this code blocks, you are able to create the 3D design. This type of creating 3D design is called a code blocks in Tinkercad. So once again, so code blocks is actually the creation of 3D design using visual programming. So in code blocks, we are actually, this includes the creation and use of variables. So here the width, height, depth, and leg size are variables. And the values of the variables can be changed to easily create designs of different sizes. Then next I will show you some few examples from the starters area. So in the left top portion you can see code blocks new. Just click here, then select the next example. Okay, so that is the say rocket to Mars. Just click once, rocket to Mars. You have to click once. Okay, so in the left side you can see a rocket to Mars. So here this is the code blocks. So when I click the play button, you can see. Okay, so in the right side you can see the rocket to Mars. Okay, so the central portion, that is the code blocks. So here the central portion you can see the code blocks. Okay, this is actually the code blocks. Then I will show you another example. Then that is brick. Just click once. Okay, so in the left top you can see brick. Okay, so this is the central portion, this is the code blocks, and then just click the play button. Okay, so you can see the brick creation in the right side. Okay, so this is another example. Then another one is the basket. Just click once. Then just click the play button. You can see the in the right side, you can see the basket creation. So in the right side, you can see the basket. So next example is the Peter penguin. Okay, so you can see the code blocks. Then I will click the play button. Okay, so then next example, I will show you next example, tea light holder. You can see the creation of 3D design in the right side. Okay, so the next example is a bracket, example of bracket. So I will click the play button. Okay, so the next example is the fidget spinner. So you can see in the right side the creation of fidget spinner. And finally, this is actually repeat six in the central line. You can see repeat 6 times and rotate about Z axis. Okay. Then the next example is the clock. So I will click the play button. You can see the 3D design of clock. Okay, so in the last line you can see repeat 30 times, and this is actually rotate around Z axis. Okay, then another example is the last example. The last example is the snowflake. So you can see this snowflake. Okay, so in this way, you are creating variables, and the code blocks actually includes the creation and use of the variables. Okay, so this type of creation of 3D designs is actually used in code blocks. This is actually a visual programming. So visual programming or block based programming. So next I will explain how to add different shapes or modify control. Okay, so how you can add different shapes into this. I will show you with an example. So go to the Tinkercad. Then select the code blocks. Okay, so 3D design for select 3D design for 3D designing, then select circuit for circuit designing, and then code blocks for visual programming. So select code blocks. Then you can see in the top create new code block. So click here, create new code block. Then in the right side, in the new window in the right side, you can see new design. So click here, new design. Okay, so I want to create a small box in the work plane. So what I do is I just in the left side you can see shapes. Okay, so I just click the box tab and drag it into the workspace. Okay, then in that option you can see add, then box, then the next two option. So the next two option is, the first one will be this box will be a solid object. The second one is this box will be a hole. Okay, So you have to select which one. This will be a whole or this will be a solid. Okay. So here I am selecting this as a solid object. So I just select the solid. Then you can see a forward arrow near to the hole. I just click this. You can see the W, L and height H. Okay. So I will enter the W value as say 35. Then length value as say 40 and H value as say 55. Okay. Then I will click the play button. You can see a box is actually created in the work plane. Okay. If you want to delete this block, just click this and then right click. Right click, you can see delete block. Just delete this block. Okay. So in this way you can different shapes. You can add different shapes into the work plane. Then another example, if you want to add a cylinder in the work plane, similar. I will show one more example. If you want to add a cylinder, so I just click the cylinder, drag and place here. Again, when you click this, select this cylinder, you can see there are two options. One is solid and another one is hole. Okay. So here this is actually a solid. Then click the forward arrow button. Then what is the radius? Say I will enter the radius as say 50. Then I will click the play button. You can see this. You can see a cylinder of radius 50 and a height 20. Okay. If you want to delete this block, you just click this, right click this and delete block. Okay. So in this way you can add different shapes in your screen. Then say once again I will select this box. Okay. So in this way you can add sphere, roof, cone, round roof, text, etc. Polygon, paraboloid, torus. So for example, if you want to add a paraboloid, just select, click this and drag it into the workspace, into the central portion. Okay. Then here I will click the play button. You can see the paraboloid. Okay. So this is very simple. Okay. You can easily study. This is very simple. Then the next option is the modify. Okay. So I will select the first say one object, that is box. Okay. Then I will play this. You can see your object is created in the work plane. Then the next option is the modify. Okay. If say I want to rotate this object say an angle of say 45-degree. So I just select, you can see rotate. I just select this rotate, drag it and place here. Okay. Then you can select which type of axis, X, Y or Z axis, and say angle. Say here I will enter this angle of say 45-degree, and then I will click the play button. You can see your object is inclined at an angle of 45-degree to the work plane. So in the right side you can see your box is inclined at an angle of 45-degree to the work plane. Okay. Then next is if you want to modify, for example, if you want to scale this box, say select the scale button. Okay. And then you can see scaling in x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. That means enlarging, say for example, if I enter scaling factor 5, so you can enlarge 5 units in the x direction. Or if you enter y value, that will be in the y direction, and if the z value, that will be in the z direction. So here I will enter the value of x as say 5. Then I will play and click the play button. You can see you can see the box is actually enlarged in 5 in the x direction. Okay. So enlarged 5, the box actually enlarged 5 in the x direction. If you want to enlarge this in y direction, say 5, then I will click again, I will click the play button. You can see this will enlarge it in 5 in the y direction. So in this way you can add shapes, you can modify shapes, then you can control the shapes, then you can add math, then you can add data. So data means the variables we are using. So the first example of chair, you can see that the different variables you are using is depth, height, leg size, etc. So here in the data side you can see there are no variables. Because why? Because here I am not using, in the code blocks I am not using any variables here. That's why this data portion is empty. Okay, so in the markup you can see comment. Okay, sometimes you want to add some comments. Okay, for example, here I want to add some comments. Okay, so you just drag and place here, you can add comments. So add first add first solid. So this is a comment. Okay, if you want to add a comment, then if you add a comment here, go to the markup area, then select comment and you can place the comment here. Okay, then say you can type here next is to control it. Okay, so you can add any type of comments. Okay, so in this way you can create 3D designs. In this way you can create 3D designs with the help of visual programming, that is called code blocks. Okay, I hope everybody get an idea about what is code blocks in Tinkercad. Okay, so with this I will stop my session. So after completing a 1 week sessions, we have covered so many different areas. That is actually, initially we started with 3D designing of Tinkercad, then next is the circuit designing, and finally the code blocks in Tinkercad. Okay, so with this I will stop our session on Tinkercad, and I will tell you some important points to all of you. That is actually this program is actually a certification program, so you all will get certificates. Only you have to submit your assignment. Okay, that is very very important. Okay, so I have given assignments. That is, the first assignment is creating a creation of two simple designs. That is the first assignment. Then the second assignment is using connectors. Then another assignment is circuits. Then the next assignment, so then another assignment is actually silly solutions. Okay, silly solutions. You have to identify a problem and you have to find a solution with the help of the Tinkercad. Okay, so today's assignment is you have to create a 3D design with the help of code blocks, and you have to submit it into the Google Classroom. That is your today's assignment. Okay, so, and there are so many participants requesting that, telling that there is some problem of internet connection, some problems on computers, etc. So I will give you, all of you, 2 days time. So today is actually 16, then 17 and 18. Okay, so you can submit your assignment before 18 Monday. Okay, so I will give you 2 days time. If you have to, if you have any pending assignments, so you can submit it on or before 18th May 2020. Okay, so with this I stop this. I actually enjoyed a lot with this session. You are very enthusiastic, you are very very much interesting. So I hope you all will continue this tinkering and 3D printing, etc. in Tinkercad. I wish you all the very best. You can touch me through Google Classroom if you have any doubt or if you have any queries, You can post it in the Google Classroom. Actually we have a supporting section for you if you have any further assistance, or if you need further advanced level training. You can contact bimlabs.in, so they will give you the direction. If you have any assistance, okay, regarding the Tinkercad, circuit designing, code blocks, 3D designing, 3D printing, laser cutting, etc., so we will help you. So you can post your query in the Google Classroom. We will help you. So once again, I wish you all the very best for all the participants. I wish you all the very best. And once again, thank you all. Thank you. Have a nice day.